If you were to go in this door, you would suffer a fate worse than death and disappear from the memories of all who knew you. Shut up! Oh, here we are again. That last time was a doozy. So, I guess it's a series now, and I guess we gotta commit to the rest of 6. Oh boy. Still a little confused as to why a lot of people are confused as to whether I'm doing the season 6 rewrite when I said I was. So, yes, I'm doing a season 6 rewrite. Yes. Just to be clear. Do I have anything else to say? No. Okay, let's get this over with. The Flying School. Oh dear.
Thank you for coming, Roxy.
Oh, hi, Roxy. If only you mattered. As much as I want to appreciate it, this still feels like salt in the wound. Just let her matter.
Never! No!
Okay, but Linfea College is gorgeous, though. I do appreciate getting to see more of the magic universe.
Now who's first? You? And now a challenger.
I'm still not sure why the specialists are here. Why are they going to Linfea? Is there a reason? And why do they have new uniforms? I mean, I like the new uniforms, but like, why?
Hey, Sky, who is that guy? My cousin, Thorin. Dude, you have a cousin?
How do you not know? Brandon, you've, been with Sky for, most of his life, and you don't know he has a fucking cousin?
Brandon, who is this Yoshinoya?
A nasty guy who's been after Sky since we were kids.
He's the reason you and Sky traded places?
Bingo! Yoshinoya wants the throne, so every chance he gets, he sends his ninjas after us.
A few moments later.
Dude, you have a cousin?
Okay, but, the cousin, it's so stupid. Why? I do really like the specialist's new weapons.
Oh, Bloom, I'm so worried about the pixies.
Oh, you'll be back in your village soon, Luckhead.
I really, truly hope you're right.
Lockhead's new voice, which is just Bloom's voice but pitched up, is making it feel like Bloom is talking to herself. Like the egotist she is. I really hate the pajamas this season, mostly because the shared color scheme.
We know what will cheer you up. Music.
Does this count as a pointless part? We're counting this as a pointless party because this is... Yep, she said party time. So, remember, kids, if someone you love is going through an incredible trauma and has lost loved ones, make sure to blast music in their fucking face at full volume.
Speakers miniaturized!
Seriously, what is with Techna and shrinking things this season?
Weeping in a sunlit room.
Feast your eyes on my exciting new Morphix gym equipment.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Can we all agree this is filler? The Pixies aren't getting to, talk about how this is making them feel. They don't get to be characters. It's just, why? Shut up! Stop reminding me of the Season 5 theme song. I feel like we all have to agree the Season 5 theme song was superior. I miss it so much.
My sister Miele has just enrolled at Linfea College.
Oh great, we can ruin Miele too.
Follow me, Winx. Let's do this. I'm in. Sweet.
Oh, so much unnecessary dialogue. Oh yes, we can have more filler with Stella's fashion. There's so much filler in this season.
What about a celebration of flowers, branches, vines? I got it.
Oh, hell no.
You're telling me Stella, of all people, came up with bushes?
How could you have bought something like that?
I didn't buy it.
Someone gave it to you?
I designed it.
In the dark?
No. Just stop. Just stop it.
It's time to stop!
This is gonna get old real fast. It's already old. Also, having plants up, isn't that a Flora thing? Does no one find that odd? I do like that Kiko is just chilling there, just witnessing the horrors. Oh, I do love the Linfea outfits, though. These are really cute. I love the long dresses and the patterns on them, and I like the color switch up. Flora is stunning. Oh, the giant ladybugs. I do appreciate that they were included, and now they get to escape before everything is ruined. Run, ladybugs, run. Or fly, I guess.
Yeah! Awesome! Laura, this is amazing! Cool!
Shut up! The Winx!
Oh, yeah, the Winx being famous again. Hey, did you know the Winx are famous? We're gonna remind you of it
again and again and again. For once, I would like it if they went somewhere and people were like, who the fuck are you?
This is no way!
That counter is gonna be so high.
Now we just need to find a way to get there.
You have wings. I'm trying to focus on the fact I really like the design elements going on at Linfaya College. I really do. It's just such a shame the writing can't make it worth it.
Hey, Brandon! We're here!
Who, may I ask, is releasing such a barbaric yell?
My girlfriend, sir.
Stella slander. Stella slander. Hi, Nex. I don't hate you as much as the fandom does. Roy, I hate you. Actually, low-key, I remember I didn't do a lot with Roy during a lot of the season 5 rewrite, mostly because I kept forgetting that he existed.
I forgot that you existed.
I don't know. It was so long ago, I can't really speak for my past self, but I did want to emphasize that Aisha just wasn't ready for a new relationship at that point, and she just didn't jive with Roy. I will say now, Nex and Thorin do not exist in the season 6 rewrite as of right now. There's no point to them. Like, literally, there's no reason for them to exist. So
Allow yourselves to become one with nature's magical energies.
I love that he's just chilly saying that as they're trying to murder each other. Oh yeah, I forgot to say hi to Miele. I love her new design. I don't know if it makes sense she would age this much since season 3, but you know what? The timeline is so broken at this point, I'm not letting myself think about it.
The only skill you've perfected so far is how to get a big head.
I love Aisha. Put those men in their place. Loki reminds me of when she first met the specialist and they were about to go on their mission to the Underrealm.
Who says you get to drive? What, you think I've never ridden a motorbike before?
Icon.
All around us are the tree ants, the human trees.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that word, but tree ant just makes it sound like a giant ant that's posing as a tree. Also, the human tree, what part of them is human? What the fuck? Kind of interesting, but there's not really much of a story behind the tree ants, so I don't care.
Hello? Headmistress Varagonda? I'm back. Do you have a moment?
Oh, Roxy, I wish you were important.
Threat! Misfortune! Danger!
The bird will foretell your doom. Well, they did say that crows are signs of bad luck, so.
So it's the tricks. They must be back at Cloud Tower.
And that must be Griffin.
Well, they figured that out real quick. I'm so used to everyone having no brain cells this season. That was kind of surprising.
Look! Isn't that Cloud Tower?
Yes, it is. And it's flying?
Okay, see, I will give the Cloud Tower Flying Fortress one thing. It looks cool as fuck. That's probably the only reason, aside from an easy base for the tricks, they used Cloud Tower again. It looks cool as fuck flying like that. It's not worth it though for the writing.
Come on, we've got to tell everyone else. Let's go, Miele.
We'll conquer all the colleges in the magic dimension.
Why are they targeting magic schools? And also, why Linfaya first? Did they know the Winx were there? Because it doesn't seem like they did. They just picked Okay, sure, whatever. All right. Well, Lord knows if they picked Alfea, they would get their asses handed to them, so.
Check that out.
The witches! They managed to make Cloud Tower fly?
That's your question, Bloom? That they make Cloud Tower fly? Not the fact that Cloud Tower is here? Were you just expecting the witches to do this? Because if so, there's a lot to unpack. I ain't unpacking it here, though. Not unless I'm charging by the hour.
Thank God I don't accept health insurance. I charge $250 an hour now.
Watch it, Branch. Don't be fresh.
How dare you give me a glimpse of sassy Stella?
Magic Winx! Cyrenics!
Stop using Cyrenics on land! I don't care how fire the song is. Oh, Jesus. See, a lot of people were like, but it makes sense, because, like, it's canon that, like, the new transformation replaces the old one. Here's the thing. Even if it is canon, it's stupid. That's such a ridiculous way to handle your new transformations, especially specialized ones. Like, imagine if Cyrenics was useless on land and now they're just permanently fucking stuck with it. That would make no goddamn sense. Just use harmonics or enchantix or literally anything else. Well, at least we have one transformation that makes sense and is cute as hell. I love the little ballerina spin. Aw, Miele looks so cute. And Flora's not looking at her enemies.
Spring flower!
Cute having Miele save Flora, but Winx, You've been in battle for how many years? You know not to take your eyes off your opponents for even a fucking second. I know I cut Thorin in next, but Paladin, like what? But Avalon was a Paladin in season 2, and he was nothing like them. And they don't even explain what Paladins in the new context are. Like, are they a kind of specialists? Do they go to a different school from Red Fountain? Like, what's happening? And why are they suddenly involved? Where the fuck have they been?
We'll fly up to Cloud Tower. That's got to be the source of all this craziness. I just know it.
I'm kind of impressed with how easy it was to fly up to Cloud Tower. You would think they would do this more later in the season.
We have to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, Cloud Tower, you deserve so much better. Oh no, freshman witches. It isn't as if we're at the point we could wipe the floor with them in 2 seconds.
Winx, look who it is. The tricks. Why am I not surprised?
Surprise, surprise!
We like to keep things interesting around here.
Okay, Selena hiding. She doesn't seem to recognize Bloom. There's no dialogue or indication she's hiding from Bloom, like, ever in this scene, which, like, makes her reveal as Bloom's former best friend feel so out of the blue later. This would have been the perfect time to indicate Selena knows Bloom somehow. I'm really appreciating the artwork, though. I feel like Cloud Tower looks gorgeous in the new animation. It's just a shame, again, that the writing is doing a disservice.
Pedal, hurricane, deafening core, lava jab, attack, diamond.
Generic spell beam. Why? Oh, these fights are so underwhelming. Oh my god. I love how none of the Winx noticed green-haired girl with a evil book of doom. And Bloom wasn't like, wait, I know that green hair. Oh god, that fucking boomerang. It looks cool as shit, but that boomerang is gonna ruin lives.
Take your homework, slam your makeup, and they're gonna steal your guy.
Again, I really do like the specialist new weapons. I do. I kind of like that they have elements on their side now. I feel like it kind of helps them keep up with the Winx as they get stronger. I don't know how I would work it into the season 6 rewrite, because the first draft is nearly done of the season 6 rewrite. So I could find a way to work it in. I don't know if I will, though.
The source of negative energy is inside that magic bubble. Let's destroy it.
Wow, okay, Aisha's just like, let's break it.
We'll fly up to Cloud Tower. That's got to be the source of all this craziness. Let's destroy it.
I love how the tricks are just standing there letting them do it. How nice of them. Bloom, you don't recognize the clearly visible green-haired girl?
She did that?
Who asked you, chicken hips?
Watch it, strawberry grunge cake!
That tears
Oh, oof. The Legendarium taking their powers away. It doesn't make sense with the power set the Legendarium has. It just feels like a convenient excuse to introduce a new transformation.
What's happening? What's happening?
You know what would have been more interesting? I'm not doing this in my own rewrite. It's a completely different approach. But what could have been cool is it takes away all the transformations they've gained. So maybe instead of losing their powers, they instead lose Cyrenix and Believix and maybe even Enchantix, and they have to go back to their base forms. I think that would be cool. And I mean, this is the nostalgia-focused season, so might as well have Magic Winx come back for a little bit. And it would be a way to introduce Power of Charmix, since we call Magic Winx Charmix now, even though Siamo Noile Winx is infinitely superior. And it would have been a chance to get an English version of it, like a full one. Oh, I would love that. Hey, Elisa, I know you're really active in the fandom. First of all, love your work, love your voice. You're super great, super talented. You up for a Siamo Noile Winx cover, like, at all? And if you want to get some of the other gals, you know, the other Italian singers involved, you know, to, like, do all the different Winx voices, feel free. Just, you know, throwing that out into the ether. Please. Please, Elisa, please.
Specialists! Full speed!
And the specialists are somehow able to travel all the way from the planet of Linfea to the planet of Magix on their hover bikes. See, here's another thing. In the first 3 seasons, travel between worlds was a bigger deal than it is now. You needed the Magic's teleporters in the city, or a spaceship from the specialists, or a spell, or Stella's ring.
Stella's teleport thanks you for riding with us and hopes to see you again soon.
Or Technos Defy. You needed something special to get you where you wanted to go. It was a big deal.
Timmy and I designed this program that creates small dimensional passages.
But now you can just casually walk from one world to the next.
What kind of magic could be that strong?
Bad writing, Daphne. Bad writing.
And they conquered Linfea College.
Yeah, you failed!
And why didn't I lose my powers? It's easy, Bloom.
Ever since season 4, you've been a goddamn Mary Sue. And we need to treat you like you're special, even though you aren't. And you have the personality of chalk.
They're part of my dragon flame that will give you strength.
See, I find the idea of sharing the dragon flame like this really cool. I think it's a really interesting angle for a new transformation, but the way they do it is so trash. It's so trash. It's Also, the coloring of the stones bothers me. I feel like the colors are off.
Through good and brave actions worthy of a fairy.
Through backflips and singing in a cave. I hate it. I don't feel the end of the world stakes at all. This doesn't feel like a dangerous situation in the slightest. When Valtor was conquering Andros, that felt like an imminent threat.
Valtor is still on Andros, and from there he can go anywhere. No one is safe from him.
Does the Magic's Council know about this?
Yes, they were informed as soon as the portal was breached. So a state of emergency was declared, and everyone was mobilized.
When Darkar had kidnapped the Pixies and we had to go into his territory to get them back at the start of season 2, that felt like a big threat. This is bullshit.
All of the Winx, except Bloom, lost their powers.
Flashback.
My magic doesn't work. We lost our powers. What do we do?
End of flashback.
Oh god, here we go. Bloomix power. Oh, that name was a mistake. And I hate that they just coined the name Bloomix and there's no rhyme or reason. They're just like, sure, Bloomix. Oh, Linfea College has its own specialists, I guess. This system is confusing. Imagine being defeated by trees.
I'm losing to a
trees.
Is the Linfea royalty gonna do anything? I just assume the kingdoms this season give no shits.
We must determine how to face the gravest threat to the magic dimension since the ancestral witches. Tritanus.
I need toxins, even those little bits of floating garbage.
12 seconds later.
Soon, the witches will rule over the entire magic dimension.
Why Linfea College? Why?
None of your business.
Well, that was rude, Darcy. I just asked a question.
Pathetic fairies. All they do is moan and groan.
Actually, I agree with Stormy there. See, I think it would be interesting if they were doing what Valtor was doing. Maybe even actively mimicking him and stealing spells from the magic schools. Like maybe their thought is, we can't take on a kingdom, but we can take on a school. And that's why they're targeting magic schools. Like they say sometimes that they steal spells from different schools, but we never see the impact of it. It doesn't feel like when Valtor trashed a whole realm for their spells.
You escaped from the Omega Dimension, you attacked Andros, and transformed guardian mermaids into monsters.
The evil sorcerer Valtor has launched an attack against the peaceful world of Aspero. Aspero's most precious magic secrets have fallen into the hands of Valtor.
Huh? We're the same. How's that possible?
And we don't even see them putting those spells into use. Like, imagine if the Tricks were able now to use nature magic, like Flora. Oh, that would be wild.
What do you think?
That's amazing!
Awesome! Cool!
The Morphix equipment and the idea of the gym is cool, I will admit that. But the way that they're handling it is just so unserious.
New mission, new look.
Remember? We lost our powers.
Wait, how was Aisha able to make a whole gym full of Morphix equipment, but Stella can't magically create outfits? All right, they don't care about that. They just want Stella to fall holding a big pile of clothes.
New look! Oops.
God, is Stella like eternally 5? Did that age changer spell like permanently damage her brain?
Give me back my phone! But we were in the middle of talking about my designs. Stella,
be reasonable. You're acting like a 3-year-old.
See, I feel like if we saw this in like the earlier seasons, I wouldn't mind it, but here it's just so juvenile. And this season, aside from uniform outfits, they really like giving everyone uniform color schemes. Sometimes the outfits will be different, but they'll be colored the same, so it still gives the impression of uniformity.
And special acts of courage will grant you the Bloomix power.
Brandon's facial expression is me, unimpressed. I love how they're like, oh, that name is so cool. Meanwhile, in reality, everyone would be glaring at Bloom, ready to kill her.
Triple backflip!
That backflip is gonna be the fucking death of me. I'm sorry, there's a whole school that's being conquered by, like, talking trees, and we're over here having an... You know what? This is going in the pointless party category, because it has the vibe of a pointless party. This is not training in order to save the world. This is just fucking around for no reason. And that's how Kiko died. Rabicide is a real problem. The way that they spin the books in fiction doesn't look like they're reading, it just looks like they're pretending to read. Thank God for Fairy Tale, where they have like the speed reading glasses. That shit is cool as fuck, and you know they read that shit cover to cover.
You know, my father used to read me this story when I was a kid.
Your father? Mm-hmm. Who was he? How was he related to the family? Are you possibly planning a coup on the Heraklion throne? I'm sorry, it's just that would be infinitely more interesting.
If only there was someone out there who loved you.
What?
Yo, can you imagine if Thorin was like the evil cousin? I mean, they treated him evilly. They treated him like he was evil in the trailer. And Heraklion is pretty fucking corrupt. So, just a thought. It's not going in the rewrite because I don't care about Thorin like that, but you know. But at the same time, I do kind of like them because I want happiness for Daphne. If she must be dragged back from the underworld, at least give her happiness. I don't get why the tricks. Do I care about the specialists that little that I just call them the tricks? I don't get why the specialists are training at Alfea. Like, why not Red Fountain? Do y'all not have your own academy? Like, over yonder? I don't know, and it's not like it would explain where the paladins go and who the fuck they are. I know this is demented, but I would find it very funny if their coats or tails, caught on fire through the hoops. I just would find that very amusing. I'm a sick person.
Yeah!
Part of me wishes that they collided into each other. I am choosing violence today. Is this supposed to be character growth for Stella pulling it off later? Because it's not working. That doesn't count as an act of bravery, bitch. I don't know, it's not like to Erd Enchantix, Stella nearly died at the claws of a dragon to save her father from imminent death. No, you know what's superior? Backflips. Enchantix is rolling in her grave. She really is. I really don't like the vagueness going on with the relationships. Like, they never say Aisha and Roy are dating. Like, they never use those words. So it's kind of confusing what the triangle is about. Like, are any of them actually dating? I'm with Lisa Fiverall that the best couple out of them is Roy and Nex. Gay rights, all of the gay rights.
Flora, we'll need some of your potions.
Oh my god, they remembered that Flora makes potions. Oh my god.
Is everyone ready for this? Here's the plan.
Bloom, none of them answered you. None of them said we're ready. Also, Tekna's the strategist. Why not let her come up with this? You know, it's not like without their powers, they would need to remember what their individual strengths in combat are. I do love their adventure outfits, though.
Magic Winx! Sirenics!
Stop using Sirenics on land. I don't care if your old transformations got replaced. The lyrics say soaring through the sea, not soaring through the air. Oh my god. Also, god, this animation is janky as hell. Because they've dragged out the training sequence so long, Linfea's plot gets dragged into the next episode too. May I remind you, by episode 5, we had already had our day off in Magics. We had gone through all of the chaos with Stella's party and the Mirror of Truth, which is really emotional. And we had just gone to Andros to try and save it from Valtor, had our direct encounter with him, and Aisha was blinded. All in the first 5 episodes. What have we done in the first 5 episodes of season 6? I know we're not there yet, but we all know where it goes. Fumbling around different magic schools for no fucking reason, and also being unable to open a door.
Magic seeds!
I do like Melee finding a way to escape, though. That girl clever. Look at her go. She's more competent than any of the goddamn Winx at this point. These are all the freshmen. What happened to all the other witches of Cloud Tower? Did they just, like, leave off screen?
Soon, the witches will rule over the entire magic dimension.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
This should do the trick.
Apparently she can just yeet it at them and it'll work instead of having to get close to them. I don't know, it's not like that would be danger to resolving the conflict. I do appreciate how cute Flora looks though in pigtails. Like, oh my god. I don't care about any of this because it's like, who the fuck are Nex and Thorin even? Like, who are they? Why are they here? What are their motivations? Did no one else want to help us save Cloud Tower? Like, are there no authorities in the magical universe who could help us? And again, like, the army of Andros was involved when Valtor was fucking everything up. Does Linfea not have any, like, royal guard or anything that could help?
The Legendarium has many stories.
Oh god, here we go. It starts getting real stupid from here. Get it over with, girl.
So many to choose from.
So many stupid ones.
A long time ago,
in a galaxy far away,
terrible creatures with a petrifying stare used to live in the woods of Linfea.
That's not a story. That's just ripping shit from Earth lore and then dropping it into the magical universe. There's no story there. It's just a bunch of generic monsters.
What are those things?
Y'all have fought all kinds of magical monsters at this point. Is this really that shocking?
Brandon! Ah, Sky!
There's no point to him falling. Like, it didn't add anything to the story. It was just... Why? Why did it even happen? I love how they emphasize that the basilisks have a petrifying gaze and they didn't petrify the Winx or the specialists as they were just staring at them. I don't know, it's not like you could petrify them and have them fall out of the sky. Just a thought.
Good luck!
Sure, leave Bloom to die alone. What am I saying? Season 1 Bloom would have wiped the floor with these bitches.
It's about time we destroyed you, Bloom.
I've been hearing you say that for years.
Have you though, Bloom? At this point, what even is a year?
Solar boomerang blast!
Goddamn boomerang.
Thank you, Riven.
Girl, don't thank him. That boomerang about to end your whole relationship.
That's why the mean girls rule.
Nice moves, Riven! Thanks, buddy.
That was a very weird pause.
Thank you, Riven.
Move, I'm gay.
I'll just assume it was a gay pause. It's the only way that's gonna keep me alive at this point.
Having fun yet, Bloom?
I don't know how much longer I can keep up.
How is Bloom struggling against them? Part of me wants to think it's them trying to foreshadow that her powers are, like, weaker because she shared the dragon flame and they're gonna progressively get weaker. But with these writers, can we really trust them to be able to do that? How did it make the basilisk fall? Whatever. Okay, fine. Also, why did she announce what she was doing? Who announces that?
Move, I'm gay.
They're really dragging this goddamn plot out. I stopped caring. Actually, no, I never cared. It's so boring. Like, when I was rewatching season 3, I felt gripped. It was a roller coaster. It kept going. It was so well paced. They packed so much content into every episode because they knew how to use their time effectively. I have a newfound appreciation for season 3. I really do, especially compared to this. And Flora is gonna get her new transformation by saving her sister again, except less interesting this time. It really feels like diet enchantment. Ugh. Look, I love the idea of Flora going Indiana Jones.
Come and get me!
But this is not the way to give her a new form. Like, it's not. Does it make sense logistically that the rope was always hanging from that one tree ant with all the angles she was swinging at? Like, what? Girl, it's not even that far a fall and you have wings. God, the Bloomix song is so not good. Play the game together. Someone was paid to write that line. I don't compliment Alessia's vocals often, but it's because I feel like she gets stuck with not great songs in the first place. Her vocals just are not impressing me here. They're not.
Bubble, bring her up!
Enchantrix. 6.5 hours later.
I do love the Bloomix designs, though. Flora is gorgeous. I know a lot of people don't like the braids. I love them. I adore them, mostly because she always gets stuck with the same goddamn hairstyle all the time, and thank God she got something new.
Spring shower!
Don't let spring shower deceive you. The Bloomix spells are some of the most trashy yet. You thought Sirenix had generic ugly beams. You ain't seen nothing yet. Enchantix is crying in her grave. To get Enchantix, Flora fucking drowned to save Melee from a poison river. To get Bloomix, she did an Indiana Jones. Why is Flora running? Girl, you a Bloomix.
12 seconds later.
You have Bloomix. Knock that thing off its feet.
Roy!
No! The Lord said you will have no love interest. Unless it's maybe Musa.
Roy!
Okay, we're stopping it there because I can't take any more of this. Is there even much to say? Like, what happened in those episodes? Nothing but nonsense. And not even fun nonsense. Just dull nonsense. It's actually a lot more difficult to do commentary for this season than it might seem because it's so boring. I'm mostly just picking apart how the writing doesn't work and trying to make jokes out of it, and I hope it's succeeding. Okay, actually, if you do stay this long, I will share some cool updates with you. My future self will, at least. I am about a little over halfway done with modeling all the characters for part 1 of the season 6 rewrite. I have a bunch of like model sheets for different environments and different characters that I have. And so what I'm doing with the models is I'm doing a bunch of passes. I'm getting the bases, like the fundamentals of the characters finished. And then I'm going to do another pass where I do all the details and I do other characters who have like different body types that are going to require like a very different base mesh, like a different body to work from. And then third pass is going to be finishing that all up, and then there's going to be like rigging and stuff, and a lot of the locations are the same with those passes. I don't know how to describe it because when I do it, I find it very fun and relaxing, so my brain just kind of goes on autopilot. But if you want to see more updates on my creations, you can go to my Instagram. I'll try to be more regular with what I share there. Although I'm but I only want to share my best stuff that's finalized. But yeah, I'm gonna be using these for visualizers of the season 6 rewrite. It's mostly probably gonna be still images, posing the characters in key moments to give you guys visuals for the story I have in mind. Again, because it is so radically different from canon, and I just find it fun. I feel like this is a very fun project to test my Blender skills up to this point. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, YouTube hates creators, yada yada yada. Pledge if you can on Patreon, check out my book, Disinherit from the Ashes, possibly donate via Super Thanks, all that. I'm the Unicorn of War, and I got nothing.